My name is Jane. I am a mother of 3 young children, 38 years old, very happily married to the love of my life. I wanted to be a mother my entire life. I think that even from a young age, I had this idea that anxiety was a part of me. Life happens, traumas happen, and I felt like I got to the point where I had built up traumas. I had years of infertility issues. We lost multiple pregnancies. I lost loved ones. I had stuff from my childhood. I felt like I was just surviving day by day, and the fear that I had was if one more thing is loaded onto my plate, it would tip the scale for me and I wouldn't know how to go on. I kind of grew up to believe that anxiety was like my identity. It was a part of me, and everything I did was just trying to find ways to help with that. And it was just surviving moment to moment to moment. And then I would hate myself at the end of the day because I wasn't being able to show up the way that I had always planned to show up for my children. I felt just tremendous health anxiety, like something bad was going to happen all the time, because it took so long to get pregnant and suffering 3 really horrific miscarriages in 2020. When things got so bad with my anxiety, I knew that I needed to do something to be able to show up as a mother to my children and be present. And I was put on an SSRI, and it did take the edge off, and I did feel a lot better. However, as the next 4 years went on, I ended up having tremendous health issues. I started having gastro issues. I started having reflux issues, very minimal things that weren't really major red flags. And I ended up having tachycardia issues and had 2 very high-risk surgeries to fix that. I had my gallbladder removed. The list goes on. And it was after my recovery and getting through that my wonderful OB figured out that it was the SSRI that had been making me sick for so many years. And he was the one that said, "Have you ever heard of ketamine therapy?" And I hadn't. I didn't even know that it existed in a clinical setting where I could do something safely and explore that option. Everything that I expected ketamine to be was completely flipped upside down in a totally different experience, but in a good way. The process is extremely personable and safe. You are put in a most peaceful room. It smells like heaven in here. I immediately felt safe and that it was going to be okay. And again, I had expectations. I thought I knew what it was going to feel like, and it did not feel like that at all. For starters, I feel like it gives you instant perspective of all the things that we obsess about. And for me, it became very small things during the day that would be triggering to me. All of the stuff that we worry about, even my greatest fears, were just silenced, and it was almost like replaced with everything's going to be okay. And it's not that you can't recall the traumas of your past, but they literally had no weight to me anymore. It shifts the focus from all the things that I would obsessively think about, the people that have hurt me, the losses that I experienced, and it just shifts it to, oh my gosh, look what you have right in front of you. You have these 3 beautiful children. You have this amazing life. It was extremely moving. It was incredible. It just feels like the weight of the world is lifted. I didn't truly appreciate Kathleen until even my first infusion, and when I woke up, I just looked at her because I just knew my life was changed completely. I truly believed that my whole identity, my whole ego, my whole self was Jane, who was defined by these traumas that happened in her life. I am an anxious person. I am someone that has had depression. And coming out of it is you're just instant. That's not me. I am this beautiful, amazing spirit who is just suffering these human experiences, and it just separates them instantly.